Sweet hour of meditation, the quiet hour of peace, when from life's care and turmoil I find a blessed release. In silent contemplation, new faith and hope I win, more light and deeper knowledge, new strength to conquer sin.
The Buddha taught the noble truth to me. I see reality, and with these truths, the middle path I choose. The Dharma shines in me. I'll strive for freedom, for sweet release. In me all craving cease. And so I'm here to share all that I know. The Dharma in us grows.
If I could live my past again, it's fine. If everything stayed the same, I'll greet each moment equanimously and experience the joy of peace. And if I knew what the future will bring, still I don't have to change anything. I'll greet this future equanimously and experience the joy of peace. Now there's nothing to do, stay with the two. There's nowhere to go, stay with the flow equanimously. This is the joy of peace. Bahum sahasamabini, Metta sayudantang, diri mekalang udita gora, sasena marang, dana didang mabidina, jita pangulindo, tang tejasa babatute, jaya mangalani.
Good triumph over evil. With gentleness, overcome anger. With charity, overcome stinginess. With truth, overcome deceit. This the Buddha taught. When the Lord was stormed by Mara, challenged to a battle by Alavaka, and attacked by the ferocious elephant, Nalagiri, he subdued them all with his perfection of giving, patience, and all-embracing love. By the power of that spiritual glory, may joyous victory be yours.
With reverent hearts we bow before the Master's holy shrine. Peacefully we contemplate His countenance sublime. His sacred precepts we accept to guide us day by day. Thus follow we His footsteps and tread the eightfold way.
There's a tree with heart-shaped leaves, swing gently, softly in the breeze. In this peace, the Buddha found release. There beneath the Bodhi tree, and beneath its cozy shade, I will fold my feet and meditate. May I be at ease and unafraid underneath the Bodhi tree. And like the Bodhi tree, I'm strong, free from danger all day long. And like the Bodhi tree, I'll climb for Nirvana's precious bliss sublime. At the age of the forest, where the spring water flows, in search of nirvana, that is where I would go, watching life's little dramas with a calm repose. At the age of the forest, that is where I would go. Let us practice the Dharma in a silent heart, worry not of the future, gently let go the past. Sit in deep contemplation in one-pointedness, and in that soft moment there is just timelessness.
The answer isn't out there, it's not disappear and watch it go. It may be inconvenient to face my pain and stay calm. Ooh, disappear into the flow. Ooh, disappear and watch it go. Feel pain, it changes slowly. My mind is kind. Now is the time. Just let it be. Feel the joy, it jumps so gently. My mind is kind. Now is the time. Just let it be.
Do you see the lotus flower standing straight and standing tall? Its vibrant colors reaching out to us. As the rain heals with its showers and the sunshine sheds its warmth, the earth provides clean energy with love. And one day the flower will fall towards the ground and fade away. And so will our human body when it's reached its final day. We are all impermanent. Is it strange to really learn that the only constant truth is change? Living calm and peacefully, let the Dharma be the key till we see Nirvana's day. Till we see Nirvana's day.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the CyberSpace Metta Meditation hosted by BGF. My topic tonight is dealing with sensual desire during meditation. You know, when a person starts to sit down to meditate, the mind is still unsettled and the focus on the meditation object is intermittent and not sustained. Everybody goes through this stage. During such time, the mind will move from being mindful of the meditation object, and that remains only for a few short moments, and then it will stray to other matters. Now, when this happens, you should be aware that the mind has strayed, and then you put in the effort to bring back your awareness to the meditation object. So you need to keep doing this again and again and again. This whole process of being aware that your mind have strayed and the effort to bring your attention back to the meditation object is really very good. All right. So because this process will strengthen your mindfulness. Don't say that, oh, my mind is strayed so much and so then you give up. You should not give up. Because every time you're aware that your mind has strayed and when you make the effort to bring it back to the object, you are helping to build up more mindfulness. It's like you putting on biceps, dumbbells in order to build up your muscles, right? So this is a process of training your mind. Now, if you will keep on doing this for some time, the mind will eventually settle down and you will have less trouble with stray thoughts. But it takes for a while for this to happen, all right? Sometimes in a sitting or in a day, you will have some very good moments. But sometimes if you're on a retreat, as the days progress, you will have less and less trouble with stray thoughts. So your mind becomes more mindful. Your mindfulness has been trained, and you have less trouble with mental hindrances. And so before you come to the stage, the hindrances can come up, and you need to know how to deal with it. When we face mental hindrances, the hindrances act as obstacles to our meditation at the start of our retreat, or at the start of our meditation practice. And the Pali word for mental hindrances is called nivarana. Nivarana. So nivaranas, or mental hindrances, will interfere with our effort to focus our attention on the meditation object. And these hindrances occur to everyone. You're not unique. You're not the only one who's faced with these hindrances. Everybody faces them. Anyone who tries to meditate. Although I would say that the hindrances will differ in degree depending on your personal attributes and how quickly your mind has settled down and the strategies and techniques you use in encountering them. Some people are more susceptible to having more sensual thoughts. Some people who are of the angry disposition tend to have thoughts of anger and dissatisfaction. There are some who tend to be more sleepy and they have more sloth and torpor. There are some who can sit upright, alert. It looks as if they're alert, but their mind's wandering all over the place. All right, and there is one more, which is doubt and skeptical doubts. So when the hindrances arise, you need to be aware of the hindrances and you need to know how to deal with them so that your mind can settle down and attain tranquility. Now, in Buddhism, when it comes to the training of meditation, the Buddha mentioned about the 5 mental hindrances. So take note of these hindrances because we will face them in our meditation. All right. The first one is called craving for sexual desires. This is called kama chanda, craving for sexual desires. Second is having the feeling of dissatisfaction or anger. This is called vyapada. Third is sleepiness, sloth and torpor, or tina midda. And then the fourth will be wandering thoughts and worrying. It's called uducha kukucha. Even the sound uducha kukucha sounds a little terrifying. It's a mind wandering and worrying. And the fifth is called vichikicha, or skepticism and doubt. So we face these hindrances, not all of them appearing at the same time. They will appear, they will take turns sometimes. And depending on your personal disposition, sometimes you tend to have problem with one or two more than the others, right? So first will be craving for sensual desires, kamachanda. Second is dissatisfaction or anger, vyapada. Third is sleepiness, tinamidda. Fourth is mental wandering and worrying, uducha kukucha. And fifth is skepticism and doubt, which is vichikicha. So this evening, because there's so much to talk about each of these hindrances that we face, I will just mention on how we deal with the first mental hindrance, and that is a craving for sensual desires, kamachanda. And then we can deal with the other mental hindrances in future sessions. Well, our mind may start craving for sensual desires when there seems to be nothing happening in our meditation. You sit down, you focus your mind on your meditation object, and maybe you feel that your meditation doesn't seem to be going anywhere, or maybe there's a little bit of boredom, and then suddenly a thought comes to your mind. It could be a thought about sensual desires. It starts off as a thought, but it is a natural, I would say a habitual tendency of the mind to be attracted to craving, to be attracted to pleasure. So the mind would like to stay with a thought for a little while, and after a while that thought grows in strength. Okay, now sometimes this could be a memory of some pleasure or happiness experienced in the past, or maybe a wish to experience a pleasure in the future. And the pleasure could come in different forms, appealing to the different senses. It could be something that is looking good to look at, impressive to look at, right? Or maybe a desire for a brand new car, or mansions or clothes or whatever, something that looks good to the visual senses, our visual experience. Second could be sound. Maybe you sit and then the neighbor is playing some music that gets, and so you get attracted to the sound of music. Or it could be a smell, a taste, or bodily sensation. So any of these, it can arise from any of the senses. And so when the craving for sexual pleasures begin to be more pronounced, now the mental object has changed. Our mind is no longer focused on the meditation object, but on the desire of the senses. For instance, you might be practicing metta meditation, and then while meditating, a thought arises in your mind that maybe you like to eat something delicious, or to listen to music, or to sit on a comfortable chair or something like that. Or you may think, oh, this is durian season, maybe it's nice if I can have some durian while you're sitting down to meditate. Now, if you're not aware of these thoughts when they arise, the desire have a way of getting stronger, because being source of essential desire, your mind tends to want to cling on to them, wants to dwell on them, because they're related to desire. And when you do that, the desire becomes stronger. And then sometimes the desire is so strong that you might actually decide to stop your meditation and go ahead to fulfill the desire. Say you're sitting down and you remember that in the fridge, somebody has just bought some ice cream that you love a lot. You just enjoy that flavor of ice cream. So while you're meditating, suddenly the thought of the ice cream in the fridge appears in the mind. And after a while, the desire becomes so strong that you decide to end your meditation so that you can walk to the fridge and bring up the tub of ice cream to enjoy, to have some ice cream. If you do not get up from your meditation seat, the mind is already agitated by craving. So the mind will be wandering, restless, and unfocused. Even if sitting on the seat, you say, no, I'm not going to get up. But the mind is already disturbed by that craving. Why do essential desires arise to obstruct the meditation practice of beginners? This is really part of our psychological makeup. We are habitually and constantly striving to get satisfaction from our senses. This is not a mere assertion. You just sit down and quietly and just watch your mind and see how often thoughts of sensual desires arise in your own mind, right? So the craving for sensual pleasures becomes more persistent, especially when we're aiming for some high level of wholesome happiness through meditation. So when you have got very good, lofty ideals about meditation, then your mind starts playing tricks on you. The craving becomes stronger, as if it knows that, as if it is fearful that you might actually succeed in getting the higher happiness at the expense of craving. So it comes to disturb you. Sometimes the Buddhists say this is Mara. A thought of temptation comes to the mind in order to bring you away from your meditation. Then when you have this essential desires, a thought might arise. Why should I meditate any longer? I think I've meditated long enough. It's time to get up. Time to get up and just satisfy my desire. What is the point to continue this practice when I can't even concentrate? So thoughts like that will arise, and so your meditation ends because you will get up from your seat in order to satisfy your desire. Now, beginners don't understand that such sensual desires that arise will even eventually disappear, right? The thoughts arises because of conditions, and they're not permanent. They're not a permanent feature. If they arise, they will also disappear. And therefore, we need to have patience in our practice. And we don't give in to these thoughts of desire. We don't give up the practice so easily. This is a pity when you give up, because you miss the opportunity to develop your meditation further. That can open the door for higher level of tranquility and happiness. Now, when thoughts of desire arise, we should be aware of these thoughts, all right? And we should arrest the thoughts at the beginning stage. To arrest, the way to arrest is like, you're just aware that you have this thought. Just take note. You say, arising of thought, desire, arising of desire. Just taking note itself, if you can watch it with alertness, without participating in the story, with the story that is inside your thought, eventually the thought will just fizzle away. So you don't give it energy, you just watch the desire as if you're watching it from a third party in an objective fashion. And when you do that, you don't add fuel to it. And so the thought arises and sustains for a while and then will disappear, will fall. But if you don't catch it when it first arises, there'll be a chance that you will gather momentum. And when it gets momentum, it becomes stronger. And then it becomes more difficult to overcome the thought that has already gained traction and gained momentum. Then, in this case, you would need to use some other methods to overcome the distracting thoughts. And this is when we have to revert to the other parts of the Buddha's teachings, because the Buddha have also touched on the methods that we can use in order to overcome the sensual desires. What are some advices that we can have to overcome thoughts of sensual desires during meditation? For the direct antidotes, this is under the direct antidote. Directly, what you can do is to contemplate on the unattractive aspects of what you desire. In Pali, they call it asubha bhavana. All right. So, if, for instance, a person is very much attracted to the form of another person, right, and then it is a contemplation of the unattractiveness of the body. For instance, the 32 parts of the body, which is not attractive. Or you reflect on the impermanence of sensual pleasures. Another technique you can use is to bring your attention to the breath, especially focusing on the out breath, because out breath releases tension. So you focus on the out breath. And so you use the breath as an anchor in your meditation. So you use the breath, and by following the breath, especially on the out breath, you are able to kind of reduce tension that is caused by the sensual thoughts. All right, so there's some methods that you can use. Think about the unattractive part, or just pay attention to your breath. Those who do vipassana meditation or insight meditation, you just keep watching, thinking, just focusing on the thought. And when you begin to say things like that, you watch your thoughts from a detached point of view, the thought will actually fizzle off. The indirect method is, of course, watching the desire without engaging. This is what I was mentioning about the vipassana meditation practice. Like you are watching the wanting, or desire. So this is a technique that is very much used in vipassana meditation. And if you practice vipassana, you will know exactly how to do this. And also maybe observe how desire creates tension in the body. Also, some indirect method is practice of contentment, santuti, contentment with the present moment, that you become contented at the present moment. The desire is to pull you away from, make you feel dissatisfied with your present moment, want you to do something else, propel you to move and do something else. What you need to do is to sink into contentment with the present moment. Another one is, don't try to fight the thoughts. There are some people who in their meditation, they try to fight with the thoughts. Because sometimes when you fight with the thoughts, sometimes it works, but sometimes what it does is it gives more energy to the thought that you want to get rid of. So another way of handling the thoughts is just to acknowledge the thoughts and let go. They call this the RAIN technique, R-A-I-N. R is to recognize the desire. The desire. There's a desire in my mind now. A is to accept its presence. Okay, now I accept. Without trying to push away these thoughts, I just accept these thoughts. I is to investigate with interest. So you begin to investigate this thought. And N is non-identification. You don't try to identify with the thoughts. So that's called a RAIN technique. It can be used for many things actually, this rain technique, very effective. But you need to practice before you can see the effectiveness. Okay, remember that desire itself isn't a problem. It's our attachment to the desire that becomes an issue. So you don't create additional suffering by being harsh with yourself when the desire arises. Desires are natural, so no need to create aversion for the desire. Through practice, you can gradually weaken the sense desire. So you need to be patient and persistent and keep to the precepts to support the practice. All right. Now, in some details, the contemplation of the unwholesomeness of the body, 32 parts of the body. Consider what we desire is subject to decay, illness, and death. And this is not about developing aversion, but trying to see things as they are. We observe things mindfully. When does desire arise? Note the characteristic of this desire. Is the desire hot or is it cold? Where in your body do you feel the desire? Watch how it changes, because desire is impermanent like all phenomena. And notice how desire creates dukkha through wanting what is not present. So when you do this, you get a very good insight over what is happening. This is actually a vipassana practice. Or you can work with your breath. Having long, relaxing out breath helps to calm the energy of desire. And you use the breath as an anchor when the mind gets pulled by desire. And you notice how desire affects your breathing pattern. Okay? The fourth technique is practicing contentment. Reflect on what you already have and consider how many of your desires that have been fulfilled in the past. And yet, despite the fact that these desires have been fulfilled, new ones always arise. Okay? And the fifth is the Buddha's advice on guarding the sense doors, okay, maintaining mindfulness of the body, and developing wise attention. So these are all the techniques you can use, but you choose a technique that seems to work better with you, because different people tend to choose different aspects of all these techniques to deal with desire. Actually, we will continue to experience desire in our life until such time that you become an arahant, because an arahant has removed the roots of desire. So an arahant has gone above desire, he's overcome desire. But as long as we're not arahant, we're still susceptible to the experience of desire and desire for sensual pleasures. So it's not something that we should really be upset about, but we should not be too controlled by this desire. We know how to handle them, we know how to deal with them. Yeah? Since we are not an arahant yet, we will continue to experience desire. And while we cannot eliminate desire at this stage, you need to know the skill. You need to develop the skill on how to deal with desire and not to be controlled by it. And actually, during meditation, it gives you a very good opportunity on having to deal with the mind. That is why the practice of meditation also give you the mastery of yourself, mastery of your mind. Right? So that is my short message on how do we deal with sensual desires during our meditation. All right, so we'll now proceed with our metta meditation. Metta, as you know, is the practice of loving kindness. So we're going to spend some time just to practice loving kindness, to bring forth the loving potential within our hearts, and removing hostility and negative emotions, and then freeing your mind from fear, worries, and anxieties, and bringing your mind to a state of calm and peace. All right, so this is something that you can experience without you don't have to. Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh says you don't have to die to experience heaven. Heaven can be experienced here and now. If you know the technique on how to experience heaven, when you practice metta, you actually bring your mind into a heavenly state, because you will experience joy and peace, right? Happiness. So in our metta meditation, we make use of 4 wishes. The first wish is, may my heart be peaceful and free. So you want to have your heart that is peaceful, that's free, free from hostility, from anger, from aversion. Yeah? Second wish is may my mind be happy, having a contented and relaxed mind. Third wish is may my body be healthy. How wonderful is it when you don't have any physical problems? You enjoy good health. Oh, that's a blessing. Yeah? So wishing that may this body that I carry be healthy. Because a healthy body, you require a healthy body to do many things, including for spiritual development. And the last wish, may I be well and happy. So first wish, may my heart be peaceful and free. Second wish, may my mind be happy. Third wish, may my body be healthy. And the fourth wish, may I be well and happy. Okay? So before the start of meditation, you send these good wishes to yourself in order to neutralize the negative energies within your own mind. Because if there's still tension and unhappiness in your heart, it is not easy for you to begin to radiate loving kindness to others, because you begin to think yourself like maybe you're faking it. Because you're not happy yourself, how could you send happiness to others? So that is the reason why we send loving thoughts to ourselves, in order to neutralize our mind, to make our mind becomes equanimous and becomes peaceful and filled with love. And then when the mind becomes a vessel for loving kindness, it is much easier for us to send loving thoughts to others. All right? So if you are ready, I will just ring the bell, and we begin by watching the breath. Then we move on to the practice of the inner smile and return back to the breath again. Then we proceed on with our wishes of metta. Make your mind peaceful. Take a few calm and deep breaths. And as you do, you have a sense of relaxation. Also, bring your mind to a state of contentment. There is really nothing that you require right now except to dedicate yourself to the practice of love and kindness. And now we shall proceed with the practice of the inner smile. This is sending relaxation and smiles to different parts of our body in order to enhance a sense of health and well-being. You know, a smile is connected with peace, happiness, friendliness, and relaxation. So when we smile at different parts of our body, we are bringing peace, happiness, friendliness, and the blessings of relaxation to that part of the body. Let us begin first by being aware of the crown of our head, right at the top of your head. You might feel some sensations at the top of your head. And let the smile accumulate at the top of your head. Is your crown smiling now? Is it become lighter, become brighter, smiling with good energy? Now, be aware of your forehead and let your forehead smile. And now, be aware of the spot between your eyebrows. Let your smiling energy accumulate around this spot. Now be aware of your face. Bring the smile down your face. Your eyes, smiling eyes, relax. Your throat and your neck. At the base of your neck is your thyroid gland. Put a smile on your thyroid gland. Now moving into the chest. In the middle of your chest will be your heart. Open up your heart, relax your heart, letting go of the tensions and putting a smile, the smiling energy into your heart. Is your heart smiling? And your smile for your lungs. Feel the lungs breathing easily. And gratitude to your heart and lungs for keeping you alive from day to day, from moment to moment. Now we move down to the solar plexus, which is just below your breastbone. The solar plexus tends to be the focus of negative emotions. When you feel tension, anger, fear, uncertainty, worry, the solar plexus gets really tensed up. And sometimes it is so bad, it's so tense that it creates cramp for our stomach. This happens especially like when we're faced with fear or anger. So relax your solar plexus, bring in a smile for your solar plexus. So that your solar plexus might experience positive energy. So a relaxed and happy solar plexus is really good for the other organs in your body. Just on the right side of the body, just below your rib cage will be your liver. The liver is a very important organ to clear your body of toxic substances. So soften your liver with a smile, making a wish that may my liver be healthy. Bring a smile to your liver. And now moving to the lower back, that will be your kidneys, just below your rib cage on both sides of the smile. Direct your smile to your kidneys. The kidneys that filters the blood and remove waste from our body. Smile at your kidneys, blessing the kidneys with love and kindness so that it is always healthy and functions well. And moving to the left side of your body will be your spleen. The spleen fights germs in the blood, controls the level of blood cells and filters the blood. So bless your spleen with a smile of love and kindness with metta. And just below the spleen is the pancreas. The pancreas rests at the side of the stomach. It helps you to digest your food, transforming your sugar into energy. Give a smile to your pancreas, blessing your pancreas that it may work well to keep you healthy. And now to the stomach, the intestines. This is part of your digestive system. A smile for your stomach and intestines so that may they be healthy, may they be efficient in absorbing nutrition from your food that help to strengthen your body. And now bring your smiling energy into the other systems, the other organs in the body, like your urinary tract, your bladder. And for the males, also send blessings to the prostate gland, to the females, the ovaries and uterus. So your body is now smiling and relaxed. So awareness of the body, with smiles in the body. Let us now return back to the breath in order to sharpen our mind a little bit more. Just be aware of your breathing in and breathing out. You can observe your breath at different parts. Very often they say it's at the tip of the nostril. Yes, you can do that. Sometimes people experience the breath around their throat area or in the chest or even abdomen. So wherever your experience of the breath is strongest, just pay attention there. And just observe the breath as the breath coming in and going out. It is as if you're seated at the beach watching the waves come and go. Just watching your breath without getting attached to the breath. Just watching the movements, being alert to the movement of your breath. And by so doing, you can eventually make your mind quieter, and you can even sharpen your mind just through this practice. So some people find it helpful to count from 1 to 10. You can also use the counting. If you find that the mind is hard to control, it runs all over the place, and some counting might be useful. You can count from 1 to 10, and at the end of 10, return back to number 1. Now we make 4 wishes, first to ourselves. When you make these wishes, embrace yourself with love and kindness. Whisper to yourself these wishes and feel the living wishes within. It is as if that you're making wishes to yourself and you're receiving these wishes, these blessings of love and kindness. The first wish, may my heart be peaceful and free. Say in your heart with sincerity, listening from inside, may my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May my body be healthy. Think about enjoying good health to whatever degree possible. Final wish, may I be well and happy. having a sense of ease and well-being. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. So these are the words that trigger metta to flow in your mind. These words are not a substitute for metta, but these words are meant to bring out the feeling, the loving feeling, loving thoughts that arise from your mind, from your heart. Now we will send loving kindness to others. The first group of people that we send loving kindness to are people to whom it is natural for us to send loving kindness, simply because we have received so much love from them. Their kindness, their love, their sacrifice. Here we can think of our parents, especially when we were young and so vulnerable. Without our parents, we would not survive, we will not be able to make it. And they've given all their love to us without expecting anything back in return. Our mother, our father. And also sending loving kindness to your grandparents, if you can recall them. To your teachers who has given you knowledge, trained you in so many ways, so that you'll be able to emerge and come out to the world, to be able to earn your living. And also think of the mentors, people who have all these good thoughts for you and always hoping, wishing for your success. If you think of them one by one, if you're sending loving kindness to your mother, just saying that she's seated in front of you and she's in a good frame of mind, and you say to her, thinking about her qualities, Mother, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. Making wishes wherever your mother is. May she be happy. May she be well. In the same manner, you'll send loving kindness to your father, to your grandparents, to your teachers, and to your mentors. All right, so just send your loving kindness, developing your loving kindness to the people whom you have derived so much benefit. And now you send loving kindness to your immediate family members, to your spouse, your children, your grandchildren. If you don't have an immediate family of your own, then you can always send metta to your siblings, brothers and sisters, and your nephews and nieces. Or if you don't have any brothers and sisters, then it could be your friends, good friends. All right, so you make use of the 4 wishes to wish the metta. But if you find that the 4 wishes are too many for you to handle, then you can just stick to one of the wishes. You could say, may you be well, may you be happy. All the most important thing is the feeling of loving kindness from your heart. All right, so now let's send loving kindness to our immediate family members and friends. And now just imagine that all the beings around the world are gathered around you, and they have assumed their human forms, so they are beings in every direction. With your heart of love and metta, you send your loving thoughts in different directions, above, below, across, everywhere, all around. You spread your heart full of love to the whole world. Lots of love all around, limitless, free from hostility and ill will. For all the beings in the forward direction, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. All the beings in the forward direction, may you be well and happy. and all the beings in the right side, in the rightward direction. May you all be well and happy. Beings on the backward direction, may you be well and happy. Beings in the leftward direction, may you be well and happy. Beings in the upward direction, those who are airborne, may you be well and happy. Beings in the downward direction, blessing them with good health, with happiness. May they be well and happy. Sending loving kindness in all directions, all around, over, below, everywhere, across. Sending your heart full of love to the whole world. Now let us make some prayers for the well-being and good health and recovery of the following persons. First is Brother O Kim Ling, who is a Wayfarer singer. He has just been hospitalized for treatment of his bed sore, which is severe, and he will need to recover his strength before surgery could be performed. And pray for Mr. Siu Chi Weng, having a problem with lung cancer. We pray for his recovery. He has a successful surgery of his lung tumor. We pray for Brother Lim Kui Fong, who started notable the AI for Buddhism. We pray for his recovery. Brother Alex Yu, a volunteer at the Gem Helpline, diagnosed with leukemia. We pray for his good health. Ms. Wen Yi, the daughter of Shireen, who is now undergoing treatment for cancer. She will undergo 12 cycles of chemotherapy every 2 weeks. We pray that may she recover after this treatment. Madame Niloufar Niyazova from Uzbekistan, undergoing cancer treatment. Madame Lo Lian Ki, who had a major stroke. Madame Lo is the mother to Sister Serena Lo. Madame Tan Swat Bee, who had an early stage of colon cancer. Sister Ku Jusian, praying for the stabilization of her health condition. Madam Wei Ailian, praying for her recovery. Mr. Tan Chu Huang, chemo treatment and bone marrow treatment. Sister Lim Ai Mei and daughter Sister Joy Lam. Also praying for Alan Tan from Johor Bahru and Mr. Chu Lai Chu for recovery. May the people in the spirit list respond to their treatment and may they recover. Invoking on the blessings of the Triple Gem. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata sabba buddhanu bhavena sadasati bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakantu sabba devata Sabadhammanubhavena sadasoti bhavantate. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakantu sapativata. Sabba sanganubhavena sadasoti bhavantate. Let us share merits after having performed acts of merits like doing meditation. We focus our attention within and observe the calm and quietness inside, sending out our wholesome thoughts, sharing our merits with the devas, with our guardian deities and protectors. May they rejoice in these merits and continue to guide and protect us and our loved ones. May they also be blessed, the donors, the supporters, the members, including the EXCO members of BGF. Let's share merits. Etavatacha Ammehi Sampada Punya Sampada Sabbi Deva Sabbi Satta Sabbi Bhuta Anumodantu Sabba Sampati Siddhya. And now we will transfer merits. We share merits for the departed relatives and friends. And so we pray that may the merits help to bring them relief and happiness. Etavatacha idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. And in transferring merits, we think of Venerable Ratanasiri, who had been the resident monk for Sikh in Malacca for many years. He passed away because of heart attack. And yesterday and today was his wake in Malacca before his remains are sent back to Sri Lanka. So we pray that with the merits that they have generated in giving spiritual advice, spiritual support, in sharing the Dhamma with the laity, may Bhante Ratanasiri be so fully supported by these merits, and may he gain a good rebirth and eventually achieving the final bliss of Nibbana. Let us make some aspirations. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana patiya. Now just some announcements. First is the announcements of the 34th effective speaking course, which is be starting on the 23rd of August and it will end on the 18th of October. So this course was started in 1986 in order to train Buddhists to learn how to speak in public. So this course has gone into the 34th year, 34th cycle. And all right, second announcement, Sunday talk on the goals we think. And this talk will be given by Dr. Pangchen Ka. He's a medical doctor on the Sunday, the 24th of August at the BGF Center, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. The talk is about how mindfulness, CBT, and ACT can help to transform negative and unwholesome thoughts. And you can also get a free copy, e-book, which is carrying the same title, written by Dr. Panchenka, who is a mindfulness-based consultant, psychiatrist at the Sunway Medical Center. Third announcement, there is an International Buddhist Conference, Buddhism in the 21st Century. This is organized by the Buddhist Mahavihara on September the 6th to 7th, between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Venue is Buddhist Mahavihara, and this is to celebrate the 130 years of Buddhist Mahavihara and also recall the missionary service of the late Venerable Kesari Dhammananda Nayaka Mahathera. And the speakers come from international speakers from many countries. Now, those of you who would like to be trained, reclaiming your energy by balancing blood, sugar, talk on insulin. This is given by Dr. Andrew Fong on the 28th Sunday at BJF, 9:30 to 11:30. Really important for us, especially we are more senior, to learn how to balance your blood sugar, because sometimes when you have a sugar spike, it goes up and then it falls down, and that's when you get really exhausted. Dr. Andrew Fong is a functional medicine consultant and also a certified practitioner in bioidentical hormone restorative medicine, homeopathy advisor, and member of the Society of Anti-Aging. Okay, all right, so you might want to come for this one. And all right, next announcement. This is for those who want to be trained as a telephone helper, because you know BJF has got GEM's counseling unit that operates Monday to Friday. So we're looking for volunteers. You'll be trained. The condition is that you must have completed the BJF counseling course level 1 and 2, and they're looking for people who are kind, empathetic, and proactive, and they're committed to lifelong learning and ready to serve for at least 2 years at the GEM helpline after the training. Training dates begin on the 28th of September and ends on 31st of December, every Sunday, 2 to 6 p.m. Next announcement. This is a year-end retreat by Bhante Rahula, who is a monk from Mexico. He's trained as a Theravada monk, very lively, good speaker. The theme of the retreat will be Inner Confidence for a Life of Freedom. And he has come all the way from Mexico to run this retreat for BGF. It will start on 30th of October and end on the 5th of November. It's a 7-day non-residential retreat. So you come from 9 and complete at 6 p.m. No staying in. Yeah. All right. So robe offering. This is an annual program for BGF. Robe offering with Sangika Dana. And this is how you could help to support BGF. And the robes itself will be given to the monks. This is traditional. After the monks have completed a retreat, the laity should make this kind of offering as a show of support, demonstration of your support for the Sangha. There are 2 packages. One is the Platinum sponsor at 880 ringgit, where you offer robes plus requisite. And also you can also offer robes only, which is 120. Dhamma's sharing will be Bhante Dr. Dhammapala, who will also chant the Mahasamaya Sutta. And also another one, Dhamma in Daily Life Immersion by Venerable Jyotika, Malaysian nun, which is now in Perth. And this Dhamma in Daily Life Immersion is on the 14th to the 16th of November. All right, 3 days non-residential program held at BGF. And finally, we have 4 days, 3 nights, Chuti, Malaysia. I think this is probably full. 3 days, 4 days, 3 nights to explore Taiping, Penang, and Ipoh. Enjoy the food. Also, this is just for networking and for people to appreciate food and sites at these destinations. Okay, among some regular activities that we have BGF, We have a food offering at the Gem Relic Stupa. You know that PGF has a relic stupa, relics of the Buddha, and also the Chief Reverend's relics. The late Chief Reverend relics is there. Second is guided group meditation. This is held ground floor on Sunday, first to third Sundays, 2 to 4:30, 2:30 to 4:30, and the guided group metta meditation on Wednesday morning, BGF. All right, and also now we have the Dharma e-learning. We have lessons and values of the doctrine of karma. It takes so long because it's once every 2 weeks, and then there's one which is very popular, which is called the Buddhist Pilgrimage series. Yesterday I was speaking on the Rajagaha. I was one of the speakers for this pilgrimage, and there were at least 100 people who attended the lecture. Dharma Discovery Family class. This is where parents, together with their kids, combine in storytelling games and life lessons from the Buddhist journey. And then another course, Leadership Inspired by the Buddha. Speaker is Brother Benny Liao. Zoom class on Tuesdays, 8:30 to 10 p.m. Benny is a very good speaker, very knowledgeable. And now for health and wellness, we have the Hatha Yoga class every Monday, 8 to 9:30. This is suitable for senior people because it's not too strenuous. And then another one is this Jam Yoga Stick Alignment under Grace Lee. Also, this on Tuesday, 8 to 9:30. And then you have Jam Fitness Program, this time Tuesdays, but slightly later, 11 a.m. to 12:30. Okay, and Jam's Cardio, and this is for people who want to exercise their heart every Saturday, 8:30 to 9:30. And we will make announcements of the Gem Helpline counseling service Monday to Friday, 2 to 4, and in the evening, 7:30 to 9:30. Guided group metta meditation every Wednesday. And iGEM's music on Spotify, Apple Music, and other major streaming platform. BGF YouTube channel for you to discover and learn more Dhamma. And you can subscribe to the BGF broadcast by putting this number in your contact list and then sending this number to, you send your full name and your membership status to this number, and then you will be able to receive announcements from BGF. And we'd like to thank you for supporting all our activities in BGF, including those who are doing, joining us in online classes. And with your contributions, with your kind contributions, it is possible for us to run the society from year to year. We are an NGO, we don't make profit, and we are run by volunteers. This is for the growth of the Buddha Sasana. So what we have learned tonight is the practice of loving kindness meditation to cultivate and nurture feelings of unconditional kindness and love towards others. And so I pray for your emotional, your mental and physical well-being. May you all be blessed with good health and strength. In your aspirations, may your merits pave the way to give you more opportunities to grow in Dhamma, to help you purify your mind and to make you overcome your shortcomings. May you overcome whatever obstacles you're faced with. May you make good use of your life and succeed in your undertakings, fulfill your worldly duties, and also develop wisdom and insight into the Dhamma that will set you free.